Recent changes at the SEC foreshadow significant changes to US crypto regulations, which could not only result in enormous inflows into crypto, but could also bring about a 1929-style market crash. That's why today we're going to explain what the SEC is, bring you up to speed on what it's been up to, introduce its new head honcho, and tell you how all this could affect the crypto market. My name is Guy, and this is a video you can't afford to miss. Let's start with a bit of background. The Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, regulates financial markets in the United States, specifically securities like stocks, bonds, and some cryptocurrencies. The SEC was established in 1934 as a response to the market crash of 1929, which led to the Great Depression. Remember that fact for later. Now, as most of you will know, the SEC has historically been extremely hostile to the crypto industry. This is mostly because many cryptos are technically securities. For context, a security is an investment of money in a common enterprise with an expectation of profit that derives from the efforts of others. Put simply, if you use money to buy it, if the price action is the same for everyone who bought, and the expectation of profit is coming from the actions of a third party, then it's a security, and therefore needs to be registered with the SEC. For most cryptos, it's the fourth criterion that ultimately determines whether they're a security or not. As many of you will know, most cryptos are built by for-profit companies, but are managed by non-profit entities, usually overseas. This setup basically allowed crypto projects to evade SEC scrutiny for years, since they could argue there was no specific third party driving the expectation of profit from their coins or tokens. This all changed, though, in April 2021, when Gary Gensler became the chairman of the SEC. Unlike previous SEC chairs, Gensler was hyper-aware of the methods crypto projects use to evade SEC scrutiny, as he taught courses about crypto at MIT. And not only that, but he also had close connections to big banks, having worked at Goldman Sachs for most of his career prior to working as a regulator at various agencies. Now, in case you didn't know, there's essentially been a battle for control behind the scenes at the SEC for years. On one side, you've had big banks like JP Morgan wanting the SEC to crack down on fintech, crypto, and other emerging technologies that threaten their dominance. On the other, you've had asset managers like BlackRock wanting the SEC to permit everything so that they can make even bigger profits.